What's going on, YouTube? It's No Change coming to you live from PC Plaza, and I am here with another commentary, and we are back with another episode of my new Orleans Pelicans MyLeague here in NBA 2K16. And in the last episode, you guys saw us take a devastating loss at the hands of Kevin Durant. Since then, the Pelicans have been 6-2, and the next game you guys will be seeing will be versus the Golden State Warriors. So they're not playing too well this season, but still good enough to be in the playoff picture as we ramp up towards the playoffs. We are getting toward the home stretch, but take a look at their numbers. They're getting 22 a game from Steph Curry, so that's the scorer. Of course, we'll be taking a look at stopping and giving the most attention to, of course. And even though they're not playing too well right now, only 34 and 31, they're still second in the league in 3-point percentage, only behind the Chicago Bulls. But I know in the last episode I told you guys this will be the last time you see my uniforms. I lied. Sorry, that was a mistake by me. This is actually the last one. I know for a fact. The next time that you watch an episode, we'll be playing against the Pacers, and you'll see my actual uniform design. So we are playing in Oracle Arena, so we're coming into a hostile environment. We really have to play good defense on this team. We have to play the perimeter very, very well if we want a chance at winning this game. But with the Golden State Warriors, it's really tough playing against them, whether they're playing well or not, because they have so many players that can contribute on the offensive side of the ball, and they really do a great job of sharing the basketball. But here's Omer Asik realizing the mismatch and using his size to his advantage as we get started in the paint with a turnaround hook shot. So there is Steph Curry going to find Harrison Barnes. We cannot forget about that guy as he knocks down an open three. And here's Anthony Davis. I'm sorry, that's Rudy Gay getting the lay-in in transition. We are trailing by 5 points at this time, and here's Anthony Davis. We have to get him started early. We get a turnaround jump shot and that will go down, and like I said, we have to get him started early. We have to have a big performance from him if we want to win this game. And here's Tyreke Evans slashing into the paint, getting the layup there. So here is Iguodala. Oh my lord, he just shows no regard for the defense and slams this one home. And that's not a play we can allow to happen. But here's Seth Curry getting his first real minutes of the season for the Pelicans, that is, and he knocks down a three. And what better place to do it than in your brother's stomping grounds in Oracle Arena, trying to show the world, hey, Steph isn't the only Curry that can still ball. And here's Ryan Anderson getting in the paint. This is a rare sight, but when we see it, it is very, very entertaining to look at. And there's Ryan Anderson getting the slam at a free run to the basket. And here is Harrison Barnes going to kick this one out to Leandro Barbosa, and he will knock that down for three. We are trailing by 12 points. Here's Seth Curry again getting the tough lay-in, and he's really, really fighting for his minutes for this team. He just came over in the trade, as you all know. He came over with Rudy Gay, and he's doing his best to get his minutes earned. And there he is again in the right spot, right time, going to knock down the short-range jump shot. And here's Rudy Gay backing down on the defense of Klay Thompson, going to turn around and get a nice little finger roll there. And we've cut the deficit to 8 points now. They're going to kick it out to Bogut, to Curry, to Barnes. Wide open in the paint. We're running around like chickens with our heads cut off on defense. And the team that you don't want to do that against is the Golden State Warriors. But there, Anthony Davis knocks down a 3-point. You guys know, if you don't check him in transition, he's going to knock that one down. And there's Rudy Gay, foot on the line. We're on a 13-4 run right now. We are still trailing by 10, but here's Anthony Merrill going to pull up from just inside the arc and knock down the long two. And there's Barbosa wide open for another shot. Doesn't go down this time. Cunningham with the board, then turnover, and there's Steph Curry wide open. They knock this lead back up to 11, and we're not playing good defense right now. And here he is again, just getting wide open. Our defense, like I said, we're running around like we don't know what we're doing on defense right now. But there's Omer Asik going to find an open Seth Curry, not to be confused with Steph Curry, although they're looking quite comparable in this matchup right now. And here's Harrison Barnes going to knock down the 3-point shot. We just can't do enough to come back right now. We're going into half here shortly. Here's Ajinça seeing if he can get a basket, and he does just that. Nice basket in the paint by Ajinça there. We're going into half down by 11. Let's hear from Andre Iguodala on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
And the reigning finals MVP is definitely correct. They are playing with great communication, which is why they're leading right now. But here's Anthony Davis rising up over the defense of Green off of the vertical jump. Didn't need a running start, going straight up and finishing with the nasty flush there. And there's Anthony Murrow going to finally knock down a shot as we are on a run. We've tied things up with that shot. And here's Ryan Anderson going to get his own rebound, running towards the basket and get the one-handed jam there. And that calls for a timeout. Steve Kerr wants to talk things over, and Ryan Anderson getting some praise from his fellow big man Agenta there. Nice play. But here's Seth Curry going to find a striding Anthony Davis pump fake. Going to take this one in for yet another one-handed flush. And here's Seth Curry again operating on the pick and roll. And looks more like a pick and pop there as he finds Anthony Davis from the free throw line. Going to knock that one down. We actually have taken the lead. But Green is wide open. Once again, we give some of their best shooters wide open shots. And here's Anthony Murrow again knocking down his shots. And that's a sight for sore eyes if you're me, because I traded for this guy in hopes that he would be a very good shooter for the Pelicans. And there's a steal by Anthony Davis, going to find Ryan. Then that's going to go to Drew for a lane in transition. We are leading by 1. Here's Anthony Davis again putting up the wild shot over the defense of Harrison Barnes. Going to miss initially but get his own board and put it right back. And we are leading by 3. Not for long, as Seth Curry will knock down a well contested shot, as we know he can do. And we go into the fourth period with a 2-point lead. This is a team that we should be winning against because they've lost 30 games. We're playing better than they are right now, but it seems like we're still the underdogs here. But here's Klay Thompson, wide open Seth Curry. You guys know the rest. Oh, actually, plot twist, he missed. Harrison Barnes gets the rebound and puts it right back up. Offensive boards turn out to points for the Warriors there. Rudy Gay with the ball in the corner gets Klay Thompson in the air and says, "Hey, I'll join you in the air," as he finishes with the vicious, malicious, and delicious slam and says, "Bo, get out of my way," as he just finishes with a nice slam over the defense of Andrew Bogut. Those are the plays we want to see from Rudy Gay, and if he can continue to consistently provide that type of play and the numbers he has been, I think we'll be good. But there's Bogut again getting abused on defense. Nice crossover and step back by Drew Holiday there. And there's Rudy Gay yet again in transition, getting the nice lay-in. And here he is with the ball again, guarded by Steph Curry. Looking, going to find an open Norris Cole. Norris Cole's going to take his time and knock that shot down. We take the lead by 1 point. 85-84 is the score here. Oh, my Lord. Klay Thompson got demolished on that play. Pelican saves it. Out to Draymond. Out to Steph. And that's a 3. And here's Harrison Barnes this time going to get in on the action. Knock down a 3 of his own. We are trailing by 3 points in this game. Here's Steph Curry again. Going to find an open striding Harrison Barnes. We are not playing good defense right now. Here's Anthony Davis. We haven't seen much of him at all in the fourth quarter, but there he is getting things started for himself in the fourth period, trailing by 3 again. Here's Bogut with the and one. Said, "You can dunk on me, you can cross me up, but I'm going to get this and one and come through for my team when they need me." And we are trailing by 5. We're going to get an open 3 from Holiday, and it cannot go down. Steph Curry has the ball, taking it up. I see an open Klay Thompson. He gets it, hop step into the paint, and knocks down the lay-in. Warriors only in front by 6 points. We need to stop here, and it is a ball game. But once again, we break down on defense, and that's too easy for Klay Thompson as they knock down the 3, and that would do it for the Pelicans here in Oracle Arena. We couldn't do anything defensively. Offensively, we played a decent game, but we just allowed way too many open shots. And what makes it even worse is that these are very skilled shooters, and we knew that coming into the game, but just couldn't stop them from getting into their rhythm and getting into their spots on the offense, and they were able to execute pretty much flawlessly. And Anthony Davis didn't really come through in this game, but we can't expect him to put up all-star numbers, well, which he did. 12 for 19. I'm sorry, he did show up, just not in the fourth period like we're used to him doing. Maybe he spoiled me as a coach and an owner that I expect him to put up double-digit points every fourth quarter. And just like in our last loss, I think the primary reason for this loss is because our star player wasn't on the floor. And let me just go into really quick explaining that just very briefly. I'm saving him for the playoffs because, like I said in the last episode, when we get into the playoffs, he's going to be playing a lot of minutes. But anyway, moving on about this matchup. This was definitely a tough matchup, fun to play. So you guys may see something like this in the playoffs. So stay tuned. And speaking of the playoffs, they are only one episode away. So I'm going to go ahead and play against the Pacers there. And then after that, the next game you guys will see will be in the first round of the playoffs. Hope to see you guys there. Later.